What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another Headspace podcast, episode 153. I am Chris Chrome, and I'm going to be doing it alone today. Holden has decided to do other things, and so that's what's happening. Welcome back. It's been a week, and this week we are doing Cameron's new album, Purple Haze 2. Again, that is Cameron's new album, Purple Haze 2. Before we get into it, I do want to kind of just contextualize what we do here. This is the show that we pick a new album every week. We go track by track, and we kind of give our thoughts and opinions on it. I'm saying our, and I know it's just me by myself, but I usually do this with Holden, so I'm going to just include it like this is what we do here at Behind That Suit. So like I was saying, I'm going to go through track by track, express how I feel and what I like about the album from the various lyrics, bars, sounds, instrumental beats, and everything like that. And it's going to be a little bit of a fun ride. Just to contextualize a little bit from where I know Cameron, I'll be completely honest. I know the name. I know, I've heard of him. I know who he is in terms of, again, just his name, but I don't actually know any of his music. From what I understand, he's pretty, he's the dude who walks around in pink and stuff like that, at least back then. So I guess I respect him for that because I wear pink and he made it cool to wear pink in hip hop. So that was cool. That's probably to my extent of what I know of Cameron. So this is my first album that I'm sitting down really reviewing and going through. So definitely, if you are somebody who's clicking on this review, you probably know way more about Cameron than I do. So let me know in the comments if I miss anything, say anything stupid, of course, or whatnot. Or even if, hey, I'll be honest, I may not know exactly what the songs mean or what they're supposed to be representing because I don't really, again, I've never really followed Cameron's music before. Now, if he's been on featured songs or whatnot as I was growing up, then you know what? I probably did hear him, but as per to my knowledge and just really, oh yeah, I've heard this track, I've done this, I've done that. No, I cannot say I ever have. So my expectations for this album are, it's a sequel. I know that he did a Purple Haze 1, which I should have maybe gone back and listened to it, but just as per time constraints, yesterday I went to the Dax came to Montreal at La Belmont, and I went to go check that out, just because there were some local artists there that I'm friends with and that I know, so I wanted to make sure they were also doing well as well, giving, some love and support to the city and making sure everything was good. Also, we do like when you guys leave us comments and let us know what we're doing and how we can move forward. So just to make sure that we are living up to that and we do the best that we can, I do want to read a comment from last week's review where Ismail said Mossab was also on Mi Vida Loca and was on a group with Slug called the Dino Spectrum, which I thought was really cool because it's part of why we do these things. I didn't actually know that Musab was on Mi Vida Loca. I think that's an album that Holden reviewed. I didn't do that. But also I didn't know that Slug was part of Dino Spectrum, which is actually, which again is why we do this, because we learn a lot from you guys. We learn a lot from the viewers, and we love having your comments here and wanting to add to the conversation and help us go along with our journey as we learn about at that time we did the Atmosphere album, Whenever, which was a good album, very good album. We called it a lot of dad rap, so that was really cool. But again, I'm more just highlighting this fact because we do enjoy having the comments. So please, if you do like the video, if you do like anything, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And definitely just leave a comment so we can have a conversation and kind of just get more knowledge in terms of the hip hop community and just terms of the music that we decide to listen to. With that, I also want to say a special thanks to the Patreons, Lindell Williams, Chris Prado, DJ Black Hurricane, Jonathan Barnes, Coney Sparks, Ismail Gdancy, and Scribble. Thank you so much. I'll talk about it more at the end of the episode. With that, let's jump right into it. So, again, for this week's Headspace review, episode 153, I went with Cameron's new album, Purple Haze 2. Now, to talk a little bit about the album title, Purple Haze 2, it doesn't really say much to me. Honestly, it sounds like a vibe. Purple Haze is a weed strain, as far as I'm concerned. It's good. I've had it. It's okay. It's cool. But, like, it doesn't really say much. I think like, because I don't know the first Purple Haze and I don't know like his series or whatnot, then I might be lacking on some of the knowledge to understand why this is like a thing, right? But for me, coming off of this project, I kind of understand it now. Looking at, as a first time look at the album title, I kind of feel like this is going to be some type of a vibe, a mood, more like a kind of something to get me groovy a little bit, something to get me in a nice little headspace. So I was kind of excited. I also really like the color purple, as you can see. Gang, what up, right? That was silly. But I really enjoy the album cover because of like the purpleness and the color scheme with the purple and pink. It really, I guess, suits his brand and what he, I guess, been pushing or whatnot. I like how the color on the car kind of fades through and really just looks like really well photoshopped, honestly. But it's not like choppy. It's really nice, and I like how he's got like the purple and pink outlining on his name. It's cool. Honestly, it's not something that's gonna stick with me though. I may forget it. Like it's not. It doesn't really stand out much, but I guess it just does the job. It's just him leaning on the car. Not really much more to say with that. Other than that, we can kind of just jump right into it. So, toast to me and let's get it on. You know when your Spotify is like connected to your phone and everything? Well, Holden Spotify is connected, and that's what we use to like play the music to get a little bit of thing. And I just gotta love when he just starts like playing around with it and being all Holden-y. Just wanted to let y'all know. But starting with that, the first song is actually a really nice little intro to the album. It's called Toast to Me, and right away I kind of get this feeling that we're gonna get like this kind of praise of who Cameron is, what he has done, kind of like his accolades and stuff like that. And just the way that the beat comes in and really has like this like chanting feel. It's super old school, high pitched female vocal, kind of like a little bit of a shaky voice, but it's like an iconic sound. So it's nothing modern, not anything like 2019, 2018 or anything like that, but it is a very iconic sound. Like when you hear it, you're like, oh, I kind of know where we're going. And then the beat just comes right in. Hitmakers does a really nice job on this beat here. I really did enjoy it. It's got like this gospel-y feel to it on the chorus. The way that he's kind of like, kind of praising, just kind of toast to him and stuff. But let me just go through the song and we'll kind of get that together. So we start off with verse 1, and you know what? I was really kind of like impressed. Like he comes in really hard. He's got a certain type of deepness to his voice, which is really cool. And what I really enjoyed is how he just kind of flows with this nonchalant type of vibe. So they said get there by midnight. I'm way beyond 12. Fuck that. I ain't coming. I'm jetting Levon Bell. I don't really know what that means, but I like, for me, 12 stands for the K.O.Ps. That's something that I learned on my journey of hip hop. And they said get there by midnight. I'm way beyond 12. I like how he's playing up on like, I'm there before or beyond, like after that, but I'm also beyond 12. Like I'm past the K.O.Ps. You can't catch me. I don't really know what the Levon Bell line is, but I like how he follows up in this type of honesty. My baby mama, they ask me why I leave the chick. She too good for me. I'm a piece of shit. I'm from these cold streets, phased, braised, and gold teeth. Me and Monster circling blocks looking for old beef. Like, already you're just jumping into that griminess, and I'm like, whoa, okay. So we got some honesty here. You know that it sounds like he's done some, bad things. He's been through some hard times, some dealing with some ups and downs, and he's very self-aware of what, I guess, how he acts in his, decisions in life. And I like how just he's honest. Like, I had to leave my baby mama. I was like, I'm a piece of shit. I'm not good for her. And just that level of respect so far is like, whoa, all right, like, you really out here, you know what's going on. You know what you're doing. So it was cool. I like how he's kind of like expressing who he is. I'm from the coldest streets, praise, braised, and gold teeth. Me and Monster circle in blocks looking for old beef. Have you seen her? Surrounded by graveyards and murals. I lost my homies, plural. Now, it's cool how he says that. Like, it's like, I like how he individualizes the people. I lost my homie. And then adds like, but I've had plural homies. But it's like each and every one of them kind of hit him in a way, kind of the way I take it, kind of hit him in a way where they're like really significant to him. Like, you're one person, you did this for me, you did that. And it's just kind of really deep. And so far, I'm just like, okay, we're really getting this nice little vibe. We're really just kind of getting into it. And I like how there is this sense of like pain, a little bit of pain. Just kind of as we kind of go through various like experiences is kind of what I'm going to be getting, and definitely hard bars. Like, literally, this guy's got like, can really like spit bars. So plus investigation from the bureau, but the truth told, my lawyer, man, he too cold, but they still snooping around looking for loopholes. What you tell them, I know the statute of limitations. A trip to Mexico trying to fight the temptation. Like, he's so confident in what he's doing, and I like how he's got that attitude with the lawyer, kind of like, yo, I can kind of get away with this. My lawyer is gonna be my lawyer's on my back. He's gonna like, help me out. Although it's like, part of it is like really, really cool, but another part of it is like, I think you have to be in a certain vibe to listen to this. Everything is great, and like, I really do enjoy what we're getting so far. As for the first track, I'm really starting to like kind of see where Cameron comes from a little bit already. Just like, it's jam packed a little bit. I like when he said, they want me back in Jarez, they waitin'. I look at the phone debating, please leave me alone, Satan. Like, kind of like as if he's trying to get away from some type of negativity. So you kind of see that he's dealing with some shit. So that was actually really cool. And then we go into the chorus, and the chorus is really nice. Cartel want me out of retirement. All the hustlers rejoice. Misunderstood females, I want to hear your voice. Hey, Flea, which from what I understand is his like alternative name. Hey, baby, have a toast on me. Now point at yourself and say a toast to me. And I like that. I really like that line, how he goes, now point at yourself, a toast to me, because of the fact that like, he's not just being like cocky about himself, but he's trying to like also bring the fans in and really like, look at all the hard work you've been through. Look at the struggle you've been through. Look at what you've done to make it this far. And like, you should put a toast on yourself and like, really appreciate what you're supposed to do, what you've gone through. Your friend next to you, tell him how it is supposed to be. Light up the paper, mate, aka the potpourri. Okay, so they're smoking weed. Hey, baby, have a toast on me. Nah, it's a toast to me. Now, of course, I like how he's still kind of very, very flowing nicely with it. Follows suit very well, and I'm really enjoying just like that positive energy, that positive attitude he's bringing to the table. Then we kind of flow into verse 2. I mean, it all seems necessary. For this money, by all means necessary. If you messed up, it's very rare you get a pass. We the reasons bodegas double up on the plexiglass. That's hard. Like, claiming to be the reason why people had to like implement safety regulations and stuff like that, even safety precautions, is really such a bold move. And I really do like how he's just like, it doesn't sound like he has to prove anything. Like, he knows it's true. He knows it's a fact. And just the way he said it, like, we the reasons bodegas double up on the plexiglass. That's what we did. Like, oof, okay. Why at midnight they lock the door? You gotta go to the window. Put your money in there where you spending cash. We the cause of that, and because of that, what? If you ever push play, I be causing that. Now, for a second, I had to kind of think about what he meant, and it's like, I've actually been to one of, like, there's some gas stations that have, like, past a certain time they lock the door, and the cashier has to go and like, get what, like, you ask for some stuff, and then they get what you want. They'll put it, like, in a box, and you have to, like, move, like, take the stuff, put the money in the, like there's, like, a little case, and then he'll unlock your door. So you open the door, you put the money in, you close it, he opens his side, he takes out the money, he puts in the stuff, and it's like this whole process, and it's for more security. But, like, now that I know what it is and I've gone through it, and it's kind of like this, it's really like a 5-minute process. It's so annoying. Thank you, Cameron, for that. But the fact is like, the detailing of how he kind of goes through it and really explains and just kind of gives you this picture of, like, how the security changed, really gives you this image of what he may have done and, like, kind of how he acted. Another couple of things I liked was back in the day, no faking, but I'm off of that. I'm from a dust block where some of Wu-Tang used to come and place their orders at fist fights. Shout outs, place their orders at fist fights. So it's cool how he's, like, looping in the Wu-Tang and kind of, like, solidifying who he is and being like, yo, just remember, like, I used to, like, roll with these guys. I used to know who they are. Like, we used to be around the same block and everything. Like, this is how like, true gangsters we are, in a sense. Shootouts, problems, way short of that. If you had a problem, you'd be like, I need my daughter back. Please, doctors, insurance. Nah, they can't afford all that. One day you'll be coughing. Next week you in a coffin jack. I like the way he spits those bars. Really fucking smooth. But when he went way short of that, if you had a problem, you'd be like, I need my daughter back. That is insane. The fact that he's so gangster that he's taken people's daughters and stuff, that was crazy. So far, I'm still liking this track. I'm really, really, really enjoying what's going on. I'm from the slogans. I'm from where the slogans began. Crack is whack. What else? Just say no. This is your brain on drugs. Drug-free school zone. Name same. Just slugs. Like, the fact that he ends with that, this whole song, he ends with that, really kind of goes like, shit, like, you were really from a place that was kind of hypocritical in a sense. Like, they're telling us, they were telling you, you know, crack is whack, just say no, do all these things, but you're kind of explaining how all of these things are kind of what helped you get to where you are today. And these experiences and these trials and tribulations are why we should toast you. That was really dope. I gave this song a 4.2 on 5. I really did enjoy it. I really thought it was a nice way to start the track. And the next song is the Medellin. So right off the bat, I like this song a little bit more, just because I like the beat. It's got this nice little chime to it. Bass is coming in, the drums are kicking in right away, and it was really cool. It was a nice little follow-up to the last track. I found out that Medellin, is how you say it, is a city and is like the main city in Colombia. So I guess he's using it as a term for cocaine, premium cocaine, which, you know, follows suit from the last track on what we've been getting and kind of like who Cameron is and how he got this far. And right away with that, I kind of just went, all right, so it's going to be one of these albums. So if you've watched any of the podcasts before, you'll know it's a hit and miss for me with some of these projects. I feel like it's going to be a lot of this, just kind of coming off in the first verse. Cameron goes, burn your lungs. I be steaming with the middays. Bring the guns. I get the streamer in the party. Nowadays, you might see me with a Barbie. Was gonna text my ex back. Seen you with Safari. So it's like, okay, so. He knows how to put you in a vibe. He knows how to put you in like this really good mood, which I enjoy. Now, to break down the song, I didn't really care for the first verse. Just because I feel like right after he goes, nowadays you see me with a Barbie, was going to take my ex back, seen her with Safari. He follows up with, had her with the work in the car, that was my down bitch, but you joined the circus, you do clown shit, why you fucked up, can't come back around this, word from the late gate HUD, now how I sound sick. Like, I don't know. It sounds like he's just kind of taking shot. Don't like it. My dick's available. Choke on it. Talk when I want. Talk when I want to talk. No pressure from Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. Before the internet, I've been the man, which is cool. I like how he's kind of knocking out the social media aspect of things. Kind of like he doesn't need to be on these things. He's still king shit, even though, or he's the man, even though, you know, he doesn't really have to take pressure from all these type of social media beefs and all these stuff. But I feel like this is all just one big kind of clap at Safari, which I don't particularly care about. So moving on. Then we go into this pre-chorus. One of my girls, you want to wife her, ready to change his life up. DM to my lovely, then told him swipe up. Drains his bank account, then told him life sucks. I'm from the bottom, I made it right to the top. Santa Claus sit on my lap, baby, baby. We gotta get it, well, get it. We'll get it gone, believe me. What's a cap? No cap, baby, baby. Now, I like that, just because it kind of, it still kind of embodies, not embodies, but like, still follows suit with where he comes from, the type of people he may have grown up with, surrounded himself with, kind of breaking down like he's got like bad bitches who will like are loyal to him and that will fuck you up and will rob you if you're out here, you know, caught slipping and stuff like that. So that was really cool. I really did enjoy that. That's also the pre-chorus to the chorus, which is really like this loud, energetic, this is the Medellin, what you smoking, homie? This is the Medellin, killer, 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 yo, let me get the blunt real quick. This is the Medellin. Like, it's really dope. It's really hype. But like, part of me also feels like this has this old school feel to it. And when I say old school, I don't mean like 90s or nothing like that. I'm saying just old school in terms of like early 2000s. Like, yeah, it's 2020. Sure, I get it. But I'm talking like, well, it's 2020 and like next week. My bad, guys. We're still 2019. But like, it still sounds like 2012, 2010, which I guess is like normal, right? Like that's kind of where like this is kind of where I guess I started hearing about Cameron at my age in my life. Maybe that was the sound back then, so he's kind of keeping consistent in what he's used to. But like, it's not bad. It's just, I don't know. Things seem a little bit different. Things seem a little bit different just nowadays. Just my own opinion. But then we move on to verse 2, which I like when he went, only way you can talk to me from across the street, Mr. Comma Comma, what we got in common though. Streets of Harlem, I treat them just like they Monaco, like a virgin shower curtain. Somebody let Madonna know. You girl jumped in and jumped off. I yelled Geronimo. I like how he did that. I like the wordplay. I like that type of like security though. Only way you can talk to me from across the street. It's like, I don't need you. You can't be near me. Like, nobody can be near me. You have to talk to me from across the street. You have to like have some type of respect to be on my side, which was really cool how you solidifying that. Mr. Comma Comma, what we got in common though, which is interesting. Like, you'd think that somebody like Cameron would like, you know, want to talk to Mr. Comma Comma, right? I assume that's because the guy's got a lot of money. But I like how he's like, what do we got in common though? Like, even though we got money, like, what is it that I kind of take it as, what is it that we have together? Which is very interesting to me. And then just how he follows up, streets of Harlem, I treat them like they Monaco, like a virgin shower curtain. Somebody let Madonna know. Your girl jumped in and jumped off. I yelled Geronimo. Like, just like a virgin. Madonna sang that song. It's cool. It follows up. It's nice. It was dope. This was more like a vibe again, and this was carrying very nice compared to following up the last track. I gave it a 4.2. So far, I'm liking the album. I mean, I know I'm only 2 tracks in. There is 16 songs, but I am going to we will definitely see as we're going along. Next song is Losin Weight 3. This song was good. It had this like reminiscing feeling, this like family wholesome feeling to it with the beat. The piano keys were played in a way that you really kind of just like if this was a music video, I would kind of see like just like photos of like the house and like just kind of the family photos and like that whole like just that like, image. Right? I know y'all seen that type of music video there. It was cool though. I like how it starts off the intro is like present's great, the future's bright. One thing you can't take away is my past though. Like that's true. Like you can't as much as people, I've been told, you want to like leave the past where it is. It's like, yeah, you might want to leave the past where it is, but you can't take it away. It is the past is what created you. The past is what is what made you who you are today and where where you stand today is based on your experiences in your past. And I like how he's really just being honest with that. Like, Shorty told me her story. It ain't cast any aspirations or hold judgment. I ain't cast any aspirations or hold judgment, so I told her a peace of mind. Where it's just that honesty, like it's like he doesn't maybe want to talk about it, but if you are willing to be open with him, he'll definitely be open with you. And just the way he starts off. I was 14, just starting a dream. All grandma wanted was her washing machine. Couldn't afford it. Let me with a heart full of steam. Felt like coffee. Let me borrow some cream. Hustler said you can't be part of the team. Why? You a ball player. One day you gon' make it out. Yeah, I hear all that, but I ain't trying to wait it out. You giving me the work or what? What the debate about? Like just all that right there. Even for me, it's like. His reasons for wanting to make it out and make money weren't selfish. They were very selfless. He wanted to help his grandmother get a washing machine. He was 14. He was young. I guess quite innocent, you can say, give or take, depending on what you do at 14. But, it seems like he was quite young and he just wanted a better life than maybe what he was dealing with. I like how he shows that hunger, that ambition, and wanting to like make money, be on the streets, and trying to get the quick money really fast. Hustler said you can't be a part of the team. Why? You a ball player. One day you gonna make it out. Yeah, I hear all that, but I ain't trying to wait it out. You giving me the work or what? What's the debate about? They said no, so my options I had to weigh it out. Fuck the daily news. I'ma find me a paper route. Got with the stick-up kids, them homies drove a Pontiac. Like, we're going into some really descriptive detail, and I like the way he kind of story tells. It's really nice. It's very inspiring. Makes me want to make better stories when I write my music. But I like how he's expressing, like, his OGs in the game, like, in the streets, kind of looked out for him. But at the same time, he was like, yo, I'm making my own decisions. Which is cool. Which is really cool to see. Like, there's people, because, there's stories of, like, people wanting to recruit a lot, try to make their empire bigger and stuff like that. And then there's others who are like, yo, you don't want to be a part of this life. Like, it's not something they condone. It's something that they have to do. It's something that, like, options are limited. But, like, they wouldn't wish that upon anyone else, which is really, really cool, really fascinating, I find. I like how he went, they said no, so my options, I had to weigh it out. Fuck the daily news, I'ma find me a paper route. Just making that thing on, like, newspapers, on how, like, paper boys, and they have a paper route, and the daily news, and making a change. It was really cool. And then it just kind of flows through, right? Got with the stick-up kids, them homies drove a Pontiac, never met Martin, could have told you where the Tommy at. Pass me the pump, that's no relation to Johnny Chat. Gripped it like I'm getting in and out of the laundromat. Like, it kind of just flows through, and he's expressing, how he's making his money and how he's going through this. And I like how he follows it up with apologized to the couple I had to victimize. Week later, told Nana, look, I got a big surprise. She was happy, but listen, she ain't no dum-dum. Where the money for this washer and dryer come from? Wanted playing basketball, man, a lump sum. Gave her a kiss and a hug. That's where I come from. Like, the level of pain that was said in those lines is really real. The fact that he knows he's lying to his grandmother, and she knows he's lying, but he was able to provide her with something she asked. It's like one of those conflicting things. Like, do you question what, Cameron did? Do you teach him the life lesson? or do you just, let him feel like he's making a difference, he's doing the right thing, he's trying to provide? It's a very, I found it's a very, I guess, a little bit of a complex situation. Then we go into the chorus. Why I feel like I'm losing weight, why I ain't got no money if I'm moving weight. My life's based upon what I'ma do today. Cop a crib, a new estate. Yeah, that's what I used to say. You can't get paid on earth this big, you worthless kid. You know the rest, that's life, homie. That's life, homie. Like, I like how he's addressing that. People kind of were hard on him growing up. He was making music, he was pushing weight, he was moving drugs or whatnot. And he still wasn't popping. But now look at him. Look where he is now. Look where he's gotten. Look at the all his accolades. So it's, again, more of this like solidified proving, like, look at what I've done. This is where I'm at. This is my story. Then we go into verse 2, which is pretty cool because I like how he's like kind of shouting out these people, right? R.I.P. Big L, he put me on his album. R.I.P. Bloodshed, y'all homies knew the outcome. R.I.P. Reg White, my homie was a Falcon. HUD 6, I'm still looking up like how come. Can't forget Fat Mac and Sean Q. Right now I'd like to take a second, thank Don Pooh. He gave me money to write for young Gavin, and I ain't have a deal. I was full-time trapping. I mean, no credentials, but he's seen my potential. Like, we really got some very personal story on how he kind of came up and he really got these opportunities, which, as somebody who is making music and who is, learning more and more about the industry and, just every day trying to create and be different and trying to just really get my message out there and really just trying to do new things to just, for myself, it's not really for anybody else. It's really just for myself, just to kind of just put new stuff out there, new content, new creations out there. You feel alone, you feel helpless, you feel like things aren't moving, things aren't working, you feel confused, you feel dazed. And I like how he's being very honest with that, how he's paying homage, how Cameron, I can relate to this because I feel like Cameron's paying homage to the people he put him on, like who put him on, people who've passed away. And it's just, it really shows you like there is hope, there is opportunity, as long as you just keep grinding, you keep making movements, you keep going out there and do what you got to do. People will make that opportunity, people will see the potential and invest in you. So that's really, really cool. I like how he goes. Now I got I could have been outlined, chalked a stencil. Now I got insurance money for my dental. So-called gangsters, you better move gentle. Kill you with my number 2 lead for my pencil. Like, that was dope. He doesn't, like, he's kind of grown up a little bit. Doesn't really need to, like, go out with a bang anymore. He's really just got the bars that he needs. But everything's beautiful. Me and my money are mutual. Try to come between it. We'll quickly put you in neutral. Okay. Moving pharmaceutical through the street. Well, it's suitable. Okay. Dirt from 1997 still inside my cuticles. Like, he flows really well, and it kind of just follows through the whole way through. Like, we can kind of skip down back at Flex Car. King shit, bling shit. Already felt the crown. Me against you. Bet that double down. See, I did the Midwest NC. I melted down. Back at Flex Car show, I was selling pounds. Was that Charlotte? Is that Charlotte? I don't know, but I'm heartless, waving all the charges. I'm eating regardless. A line from Paid in Full that wasn't in the script. Like, it kind of just follows through, and he's really just connecting a bunch of like his experiences and his history and where he kind of comes from and what he's done to kind of show you, like, even though you've had a lot of ups and downs, you can definitely still make it out and still continue. It was good. I liked it. It was still following suit with what we were getting. I enjoyed it. I gave it a 4.2 on 5. The next song is K.O.P. Keep On Pushing. So this song jumps us right back into that like hard, grimy, more of that sound that I really enjoy. And it just, it kind of, again, follows suit with what we've been getting. And it's really just like, still this like positive attitude, right? So keep on pushing, don't give up. You got to just keep moving and do what you got to do. And he just kind of flows right into it. So verse 1, baby girl, baby want to ride out. Told her what she don't want to hear. I don't care. She said, I want to go, Cam, but what's in the trunk first? Bitch, 100 years, couldn't understand it. She said, you're already platinum 10 times, still a bricklayer, no construction. I told her music and movie money, real good, girl, but I'm a risk taker. Like, so far, I'm like, all right, so now you are expressing, kind of dealing with, like, I guess a woman who wants to be with you and kind of settle down, and you really just have this like Cameron really has this like concept of just got to keep pushing, which I can follow, which I can understand that, but there wasn't much here for me that I was kind of like, what are we what are we getting at? Like this kind of just sounds a little bit the same. He think everything legal, but no need to talk, man. If you ain't involved, that's how I avoid. If you ain't involved, that's how I avoid them people. Shit, I don't do telephones. Nah, I don't do third parties. That's the reason cousin bang in jail right now. So I like how he's addressing that. How you have to be like the main direct plug, the main source. You can't go through anybody else. People might snitch on you. People might, kind of cross lines and blackmail you. So still with that consistency, still like kind of dropping that wisdom of like, yo, really just focus on yourself. And that's something that Cameron's really just kind of already given me so far on this project, is like, really you just got to focus on yourself and do what you need to do. I like how he makes the paid in full, and I like how he goes facing bang in jail right now, facing a third robbery. His cousin bang in jail right now, facing a third robbery. Black Coca Nostra, yeah, dealing with ragging bulls. You know that I'm that type of I am. Shit, I'll pay your mother and take your sister like Calvin from Paid in Full. So that's a nice little reference to Paid in Full. There was a song on there that references that type of line. Shit, but yeah, the money, yeah, I launder it. I deserve me a monument. The judge exonerate me. The DAB in astonishment, like kind of still like running through and just explaining like, this is why I'm the best. This is why I keep getting off of these cases. I keep kind of pushing through because he's smart. He's making sure that he's got all of his ducks in a line, right? So I kind of flowed through. The thing with this song though is that I don't know. The thing with this song is that it didn't have the same type of flair. It was a little bit slower paced. He raps a little bit slower. It wasn't really high energy. It was more just kind of like, it's supposed to be wavy in a sense. I don't know if he was trying something new or what, but it didn't give me the same type of effect. Still a good song though. I mean, he raps fucking well on it. Like, he's definitely rapping, so it's great. I like how in the chorus he goes, keep on pushing. That's what my nana said. Rest her soul. Turkey and cheese, a glass of milk for dinner with a slice of banana bread. God damn. She said, keep on pushing. So I did keep on pushing. Yeah, I did. Wanted me to finish college, but I like money, man. I just couldn't. Sorry, nana. Like, I like that. I like how he's bringing it back to that family. He's bringing it back to his, from Nana, I think it would be his grandmother, who is expressing like, you can't give up. You got to keep pushing. And that type of wisdom that he's bringing down, it's like, this isn't just like fact, this is like generational smarts. This is generational intelligence. Like, my grandmother's telling me to keep moving. You got to keep fighting. You got to keep pushing forward. So that was really cool. I like how he does make that division, like, wanted me to finish college, but I like money. And it's like, I like how he's kind of setting up that divide where you have to pick if you want to make money, a lot of money starting soon, start getting into that type of life where you're building your finances and making sure you got a good head of the game. Or are you going to take the other route and like go to school and, set yourself up for that potential great life after you get your degree and all that stuff. But at the same time, it's like, there's many stories and many incidences where people spend thousands and thousands of dollars on school and then nothing actually ends up happening, right? And there's like a bunch of kids and a bunch of teenagers and a bunch of students who now have to pay school loans and a bunch of shit like that. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't been in school in a couple of years now. I kind of just left college and when I started to do my own thing when I got a job. But, like, correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't that not like a thing that happens? Like, isn't that not a thing that students are battling still, like, every year and all this stuff, right? So I like how Cameron kind of brings that up to light. Like, he'd rather just learn on his own and really go out and make his money and learn what he needs to learn to keep moving forward. So that was cool. You could catch me on court side. Camera view of the baseline. I record verses, then 10-pound deals. When I walked out of the baseline, that's the studio. Now I like how he's like rhyming baseline with baseline. That he's at the baseline of the court side, and he's like trying to flex a little bit how he's got like money and he's at court side. But baseline studios, where he would record 10 verses, is also, like, he'd be recording the verses and making the deals, which is pretty cool. Like, you got to keep your business going no matter what it is. Like, he's moving weight in terms of like actual pounds, and he's also moving weight in terms of also actually like building lyrics and building all these songs. So it's like he just keeps working, and that type of work ethic is really, really cool from when it comes to things like this. When I was written, come home with me. Kilos and weed were thrown to me. Mo Money from Philly packed it up for show. Got right on the road for me. I like to thank 180, though that interest made me rich. Boy, I had coke and weed, but then I threw some D's. It was way before Rich Boy. Rich Boy made a song called Throw Some D's on it. It's a good song back in the day. But like, again, it's just a lot of packed bars, a lot of like kind of validating who he is, what he does. And it's fire. Like it's fire. Dude's really like living up to it. I like how he went. She sucked me off good. I gave her 1,400. That's 1,400. Go get new eyelashes. So get out of your feelings. That's how I'm feeling. Cause I'm sure it sure feel good to see chandeliers hanging from 50-foot ceilings. Hot girl summer. Bitches get turned. Few of y'all just a little too hot though, man. Couple of my homies got burnt. It's like, it's cool how he's kind of also dabbling in like, this type of, oh yeah, I'll, like, if you do this for me, I'll do that for you, and we kind of have this life and stuff like that. But some of y'all out here, some of you women out here are all like acting like it's hot girl summer and all this, but you ain't really treating my homies right. And I like the type of loyalty that he's showing and displaying here. It was really cool. Then we follow into the chorus, which just kind of reminds you, keep pushing, don't let this stuff stop you, don't let this stuff go, and you'll eventually make it. So I really did enjoy it. A little bit less than the other songs, but so far we still got a nice little run. I left it with a 4 on 5. Next song is I Don't Know featuring Wale. Okay, I'll be honest. I don't really know what to say about this song. I like it. First off, I do like it. I like the flow of it. I like Wale's verse. I like Cameron's verse. I've always liked Wale from whenever I hear him. He always does. He always delivers pretty well. Cameron's been delivering very well. I like how he kind of shifted over to this like lovey side of him. She said, "Killer, let me fuck with you. What's up with you? Give me your number. I'll stay in touch with you. Maybe we'll smoke a Dutch or two. I'd rather be touching you. I'm vulgar though, sucking you like my purse. I'll be clutching you. Listen, baby, that's nothing new." That's funny. I like how he's like nutting, like nutting new, like a new nut, and then nutting like nothing's new, like I'm used to this. It's pretty nice play on word. But this isn't my vibe at all. Like, I don't actually particularly care. The song itself kind of flows through, and from what I understand, it's like, so first verse, he's like talking to this girl and doing all this stuff, and then he ends with, all the shots I fired, it seems like she was ducking, dude. Wanna be down with me? Go to Cali, get this 100 pounds for me. She said, I don't know. Yeah, oh, you changed the tune up. I don't know. I'm speaking a different language. I don't know. Show ya young ass out of here. I don't know. So, realistically, the way I'm kind of taking this is Cameron, Wale are on tour, and they're probably fucking my girlfriend. And I say that as the joke because of the fact that, right, he says here, Flirted with your mother too. You think because you 22 and hate her fucking me gonna get her mad? Get another dude. She said you some other dude. I love you. You so fucking rude. All shots fired. It seems like she was ducking, dude. Wanna be down with me? Go to Cali. So it sounds like these girls are like ducking their mans because they are more interested in Cameron and Wale and all this stuff. But when it comes really down to it, they don't really want to ride with these guys. They just want to have them for like the night and kind of trap them in what they want to do. And Cameron's like, yo, you want to rock with me? You got to come rock with me on what I'm doing in my flexes in Cali. And then they go, well, I don't know. I don't know if I want to be a part of that. So I like how they're giving this like juxtaposition of terms of like, everybody says they're down to ride with you until it's really time to ride, and now people want to change. People want to do different things, and you know they want to make changes or whatnot. So I completely understand how like that is cool, but I don't know. Like I just don't care. Like at a certain point, I'm kind of like I don't know. Maybe I'm interpreting it wrong. Maybe it's like they're just people that they're like meeting on tours or whatnot and they don't want to ride. But like, okay, so we go into verse 2 and Cameron goes, shit, look what I sold to fiends. That was diabolical. Me not get to the bag. Let's be logical. Which is, okay, let's be logical. He is going for the money. All right, cool. That's impossible. Sidebar, first time I fucked Juliet, put her in the hospital. That's not a diss. It's just a fact. Okay, so... all right. Yeah, your girl a real dog, though. That's why I kiss her cat. All right, cat, pussy. Haha, cool. Turn around, dig her back. She spin around, lick the sack. All right. She's digging that. I wake her up. Ma, I gotta give you back. It's time to go. Her soul gone. It's gone. It's gonna be hard for you to get it back. Pussy dead. Homie, could you live with that? These millions in the bank still intact. That's still a fact. It started snowing. What do? Push the ceiling back. The face Smurf blue. The wraith earth blue. So much chicken caught in the bird flu. Word boo. Curve who? Curve you. The nerve who let them words spew deserve to be punished like past curfew. I like what he says and how he does the syllable play, but like, you basically, like, at the end of the day, he basically just said that he took my girl, or not my girl, but he took someone's girl, brought her for a good time, there was cocaine involved, there was more sex, and then he sent her back, and she's gonna get in trouble because... you know, she was past curfew. She didn't go home. So X, Y, Z. And I'm just kind of here like, I don't care. Because I don't do that. And that's not the life that I particularly live. So I guess I understand, like, if you live that particular life, like, that's cool. And I guess I respect you and whatnot. But it's like, at a certain point, like, how old is he? Let's just take a moment here. Let's just take a moment here together, guys, and see how old Cameron is. Cameron is born in 1976. What the hell? He is 43 years old. Now, listen, he does what he wants to do, and you live your best life and whatever. I don't care. But and I think this is what, I guess, and I'm going to say this now as I'm on track 5, because there is 16 tracks, and I'm going to probably be doing this for the next, like, 11. A lot of this is a lot of vibe music, and it's really good, and I really do enjoy it, but a part of me also is kind of like, dude, you're 40-something years old. Can you give me some, like, dad rap that will help me understand what, like, life will be? Now, granted, if he's still doing this at this age, and he's still, like, and, you know, and he's putting on for the people who's still doing this, good. Mad respect. I'm not going to talk any shit about that, and I should really watch what I'm saying. But personally, I kind of just feel like at 43, why are you treating women like that? Like, let them deal with their own relationships. Let them do what they have to do. Let them, like, why do you want me to hate you for taking my girlfriend for a night or my wife for a night and then sending her back and causing an issue? Like, aren't we past that? That's just my theory. Now, I'm not trying to come at him, and please don't kill me in the comments, but like, seriously, aren't we like past that though? Like, can't we have like new things now? I don't know. Moving on, back to the song. Oh, I just lost it. Give me a second here. I'm just pulling it up. So back to the song. I like how Wale comes in and does his verse. I like how he flows it. I like kind of the way he places certain things. Lucy, you got some splaining to do. I've been fucking with bitches that's more famous than cool. Yeah, haha, yeah, I beat that pussy like Bamba. Go against me, I'm smiling too for it. I'm Mamba, right? You in love with the rider. You indulge in my knowledge, but you entitled to nada. Which is interesting because it's like, I like how he's explaining that like the women that they're dealing with are indulging in them for their knowledge and their wisdom, but they're not entitled to actually be with them, which is really cool. Because I feel like Cameron kind of was just like, yeah, you know you want me, come with me, nah, nah, nah. And Wale's like, yo, I know you want me, but you don't have to. Like, you don't have to do what you gotta do. Just, if you're gonna rock, make a decision. Which was really cool. Yeah, who want war with the great Florin? What you call a pretty face, I call a baby target. Okay. Pull up with 80 bitches, some of them baby mamas. Money be mood swinging, baby, that's crazy commas. Crazy Kama Sutra, I've been through the pages lately. I'ma break it down, send her back and break up on ya. Let's send her back to break up on ya. Like, wait a minute, chill. I ain't paying for pussy if the waiter send the bill. I don't, like, okay, cocky as fuck, but like, I get it. Y'all are cool. Y'all get to do what you want, but I don't know. It just wasn't really for me. But I left it with a 4 on 5. It was still good. It still, hits every checkbox, and they're rapping pretty well. So 4 on 5 moves forward. The next song is Big Deal. Then we kind of go back on this song. We kind of get taken back. I kind of feel like it's a little bit old school again. The beat has a boom bappy feel to it. We're back with that like high pitched female vocal looped in there. It's nice. I like how he starts off the intro like a bullet to my head, like a fool I pretend. That's it, on again, and he just kind of flows in. And I'm liking it so far. I'm like, all right, we're on a move. And then verse 1 goes in, and Michelle told me a story. I felt her dreams in the sky. I felt her dreams in the sky, but her life in the cellar. Oof, okay, real shit. Public assistance was been supposed to help her. She said, Cameron, can't you hear me crying? So you're like, oh shit, like, okay. This is really like you're giving us some more of like the atmosphere, the environment you come from, the people you know, more of these stories, kind of like let us know like what what people are dealing with and whatnot, right? I called Section 8, like get my homie out the shelter, gave her $50K, gave her a kiss, called her Bella, invest it wisely, don't turn into Cinderella. I don't want you to say, I don't want to hear you say, can you hear me crying? So that's interesting, right? Like, he took the initiative to step up and, like, boom, really fix things, right? But if she turns around and says she's crying, like, he's gonna have questions. Why? All right, cool. Meanwhile, I'm in Margialis. I'm sipping like some proper propellers, and everybody is jealous because I'm flyer than Delta. But to get her, I passed a note to a teller, pulled the swammy out, gun cock and gunshot. And I was lying when, come on, try again, even if the skit's real, cousin bang did a 5 to 10. What? Okay, so I kind of got lost, and I feel like it's just, this is what it is. I feel like this is what he does. He starts off with giving us some type of story, and then he goes into just, not generic, but like, we're back at gun cocking and we're back at like shooting, and I'm like, okay, I get it. It makes sense, but like, I'm just okay, all right, cool. I do like how he's saying though, like, he'll never, like, I like how he's using, can you hear me crying, can't you hear me crying, like, just the shouting out of the pain and wanting to like be noticed, and like, the suffering that you hear is just intense. So I did enjoy that. The chorus comes in. Cause I am a big deal. They say I got it. I smile cause I have to. But HUD 6. But HUD 6 can't you hear me crying? Cause I'm a big deal. What they say. They say I got it. I smile cause I have to. But bloodshed. Can't you hear me crying? So I think Bloodshed and HUD 6 are people he's known and they're passed away. So I can understand, like, in a sense, there's a lot of like pain here, and there's a lot of like pain, and there's things that are happening. So at a certain point, like, I get it, but I guess I'm just kind of like, I don't know. I'm not too sure I'm following this so far. But then we continue. Listen here, girl, I know, this is verse 2. Listen here, girl, I know what the drama about. Dramas, that's when the feds pull up to mama house. Turned her back, slammed the door, homie, what your mama about? Sometime I got the shot, can't you hear me crying? Brain started to shift when Rakim made Mahogany. When I decided I had a problem with poverty, prophecy, thinking homicide, but still logically now stars in the car, the ceiling, no astrology. So I like that, right? When I decided I had a problem with poverty, prophecy, thinking homicide, but it still logically now stars in the car, the ceiling, no astrology. I ain't have $1 I'm a lucky toy, acknowledge me. Like, it's dope. It's dope on what he's saying, and I like how he's flowing with it, and it really shows that he's got that hunger. But I don't know. I didn't feel this song so well. It didn't sit with me. I kind of felt like I got bored a little bit, kind of felt like I got distracted. But I do like when he goes, now I'm a father, B, can't you hear me crying? Y'all don't bother me, but I do this for the castaways that's moving a pack a day. Gotta be a bag if y'all couldn't be shipping hats. Don't gotta be a bag of yay, you could be shipping hats away. Which is interesting, because it's like, that is where I went, okay, now I'm starting to get, I guess I understand. You're really making, like, motivation music. You're making music for people to keep going, keep motivated, and not give up on what it is they believe in and what it is they want to do, which is dope. It doesn't have to be selling drugs or anything like that. It could just be, XYZ. You could be just selling weight, moving music, selling hats, whatever the case is. But it's dope. And I do agree with him. He does make that type of music, which is very blessed. It's good. Overall, though, I did give this song a 3.7. It's not my greatest. I don't know. I just didn't really feel it that much. And I'll be honest, there's 2 songs left of part 1, because we're almost at we're a little bit over an hour now. But it's going to get a little rocky, so stay with me, and hopefully I don't get destroyed in the comments. But we're living in the fast lane, guys, so next song. So this is Fast Lane. I don't know where to start. It's not a bad song. I know I'm starting off like, oh my god, I hate this. Oh, no. I don't. It's just, I guess it just wasn't what I expected. So it starts off, and we're kind of still on that like old school flex that I keep calling it. It's got that high female vocal pitch, is kind of just flowing through, kind of through the track, which is really nice. It's not like it's bad. It's just maybe a little bit overpopulating, but it's not like the biggest deal. The beat is okay. It's not like it's the most exciting beat or the most energetic beat, but it's like meh. It does the job. But I guess it's just like I don't actually really care about what he's saying in the song. In the club, verse 1, in the club in LA, me and Tito poppin', yeah, we had a good night. All right, good job. Walked up out of it, got approached by Suge Knight. Okay. He said I owed him money for a Tupac beat. Started screwing. I said, no, I don't, homie. Now tell me what we doing. What we do? And he said, how you figure. I said so. Tito's flicked his knife. He was ready to go to death row. I'm talking kamikaze, but was resolved it calmly. Everything I say is truth. I put that on my mommy. I mean, okay, so there was an interaction with Suge Knight, but I think it's because I just don't care for Suge Knight. And that's just my thing. And, come at me if you will. I understand that this is probably like beef that I don't know of or whatnot, but like there's just been too much of bringing Suge Knight back for me that I'm just like, do people really give a shit now? Like, does this really matter? Could we not have done something different? I don't know. But I guess I understand the part of like, his friend flicking out the blade. You're living in the fast lane. You got to be prepared for everything. Like how I traffic for a living. Nights we rolled out, me and Duke the God used to take him over to Hove's house. All right, so y'all were running with Hove. That's cool. Fear Damon Dash 560 Stage Street. Lord Jamal was his neighbor. This the era of Break Beast. It's like, all right, so you were around all of these legendary people, but I guess it's just I don't really care. Like, and that's just me. Again, I'm not saying this in the sense of trying to be a hater or nothing. It's just at a certain point, there's only so much that I can really be like, oh, this is super cool. I don't really care for that. The rapping is legit. The rapping is on point. And then you know what? Like we come to the chorus. 6-digit cars in that fast lane. All right. Girls still fighting. They all want my last name. Really? At 43, they're still fighting? Really? Okay. I love that money, baby. I love that money, baby. Meet me at the top. Don't act funny, baby. How is she supposed to meet you at the? Is that like given like a standard? Like like she has to meet you at the top for you to be with her or something? I don't know, but like to me, it's just you were ready to give. Like he was ready to give $50K to a friend of his and stuff like that, but now he's got like this. Like maybe I'm interpreting it wrong, but I don't know. I just wasn't feeling this right now. And we go into verse 2. Homies be telling now, singing like Dalvin did. You out of style. I'm the style. I'm what styling is. I broker Reebok, Stan Socks, and Macy deals. I polo with hustlers. So it's just more of like this lavish. I've done this. I've done that, which is good. But I'm like, tell me how to get that. Tell me how to get a deal with these people. Show me what like the trials and error were to get these things. Other than that, the song flows through and it kind of just all fits in and makes sense. Realistically, to me, this kind of feels like anybody could have made this. This wasn't really standing out-ish, but it's okay. I gave it a 3.7. He does a good job rapping on it, so yeah. The next song is called The Right One. Okay, so this song has a little bit better. The beat's got this jazzy feel to it, this piano feel. I like it. I do like the beat itself. I like how on the pre-chorus and on the chorus, Cameron does really well. The editing and the mixing and mastering on it was really cool. The way they added like some reverb and some like echoing to it was really nice. And the way they changed his voice in terms of like the right one, and it like really gets kind of deeper and kind of higher a little bit, was also really interesting and cool as well. But again, I don't know. It kind of just sounds like another track that we've already heard before out of the 8 so far. I guess like I understand it, bringing it back. We kind of come from like the fast lane. It was kind of like a little bit old schoolish type thing, and now we're here, and he's just kind of like reminding you like this is the right one, this is the right time. Like we start up in the verses. Verse 1, I come up on the hard block, fiend sniffing like aardvarks. Okay. In our parks is murderers, drug dealers, and card sharks. All right, that's some grimy shit. Jealous and hate, can't debate it. It played a large part. Fair enough. Homies lay underneath the same place your car's parked. Yeah, like that's some real detailed shit, which is really like, okay, that's some picturing. In broad day, let's not talk about when it got dark. Told y'all watch your mouth. I played dumb before you got smart. Like that's cool. I like that line because he's so smart that he had to play dumb before everyone else caught on. So that's like he's always a step ahead of the game. He ain't listening, a hard rock. He ain't sneezing, but his heart stopped. When homie lifted his shirt, popped out the toaster like a Pop-Tart. Heart popped out the toaster like a Pop-Tart. Like, that was crazy. Like, just giving you the detailed story outlining of, like, what happens on drugs and what he's been around is really interesting is to see, and it's something that is like, whoa, like this really fucking happens. But then he shouts out Bone Thugs, Crossroads, Bone Thugs. I'm talking Gangsta Lean. He shouts out a couple people, which is really cool. Still kind of like that, like ode to hip hop. Look at the legends, keeping it really, street. So it was really dope. Then we get into the pre-chorus, which 1 pound, 2 pounds, 3 pounds, force, 5 girls, 6 girls, 7 girls more, 8 keys, 9 keys. They want to sniff them raw. You want to go on tour, or go to war. Either way, just no. I did not like that. You got the right one. Windex can't get no clearer than that. You got the right one, baby. This can be prosperity, or you can be ecstatic. Like, I don't know. The chorus wasn't like the greatest thing besides the way the effects happen. And then verse 2 for me kind of just follows suit the same way. My block ain't have no jokers like the city of Gotham. But Joker is part of Gotham, and he frees himself, or he gets out and then terrorizes Gotham. So Gotham has a Joker. Just gonna say, like, that's like the whole thing. Like, I don't know if you watch it, DC, or not, and I don't really watch much, but the dude like is known to be Batman's arch nemesis, and he always gets out, or he's freed or something, and then he's back on the streets. So I don't know how good that line works, but that's just me being picky. Homies got mugged and hung out with the homies who robbed them. Homies given 5 to the same homies who shot them. I was so confused, like, what the fuck am I watching? Now what the fuck are my options? Either you shooting and killing, dealing and ducking and dodging. Try to make it to the top, you could get stuck at the bottom. I like how he's addressing, like, things are different. Things seem to be changing. People are, like, kind of hanging out with, like, the wrong people and snitching with the wrong people, which was cool. And it did well. It did fine. But it kind of just follows suit like that, and then we get back into the chorus. And, yes, I admit, my energy is kind of draining, but I don't know, man. Like, this is so far, this is halfway through, and this is the end of part 1. I am wrapping it up. The song got a 4 on 5. But just to kind of give you guys where I'm at, I like this. I like Cameron as an artist and what he's doing. It's just not for me. It's not my vibe. And I say that because for some reason, and I'm not trying to, like, set up Griselda next to Cameron and all this stuff, but, like, when I listen to Griselda, they're the same type of my block, my hood, bitches, all this stuff, women, all this stuff. But I don't know. I feel like I vibe more to that than I do to this, and they're essentially saying the same things. They're essentially talking about the same type of experiences and whatnot. They kind of, both had these people had to go through certain experiences. Again, I'm not pinning them against each other. It's just there's something with the sounds, and there's something with, like, just the overall of it that I'm just really not really feeling. But it doesn't take away from the fact that I do acknowledge how, like, good Cameron is as a rapper. He is, like, really rapping his ass off. He really got stuff to say. I like his storytelling and his building. But, we still got 8 more songs left, and I will continue on the next part. Wrapping up part 1, thank you so much for being here this far. If you guys have made it this far, thank you. We're a little bit over an hour. It's about an hour and 20 minutes. Just want to scream out a little shout out to the Patreons: Linda Williams, Chris Prado, DJ Black Hurricane, Jonathan Barnes, Coney Sparks, Ismail Gadamsi, and Scribble. Thank you so much for everything you guys do for us. They helped us get a new camera. Holden's been talking about getting some backdrop. I think you guys helped us get some Audio Technica new headphones. But really love and support. Honestly, we really do appreciate everything you guys do for us. You also can, if you want to be a part of the Patreon list, you can also go to Patreon and sign up. You will also have the ability to get to turn our hands into what project you want us to listen to, whether it's for Classic Quest or even Headspace, if you're aware of any new projects that are coming up. You also want to have us review your project or whatnot. We will definitely be more than glad to stick it in there somewhere and find some time to get around to do your projects and whatnot. We really do want to just build this bigger community. So thank you so much for that, guys. Check out the Patreon. You'll also be the first to see a lot of the new videos that come out first, so that's always good. You can be ahead of the game as well. Like I said, this is just a short little ending because it's not the end all of it. It is, we are going to go back and I am going to take a little break and go into part 2. So stick around for that. If you want, hit me up on Twitter. My Twitter name's down there. I've been trying this for a couple years now, and I really want to have conversations with you guys. I'm more on a Twitter feed. I try to come to the YouTube comments, but I don't know. I just don't really get around to it. I'm doing a lot more other work on some music that I'm doing. I'm working on my album right now, which should be getting some announcements very soon, as well as some tracks that should be coming on the way as well. And yeah, so I'm gonna go do part 2, and I'll catch you in a bit. Is this gonna work? Are we doing this? Live long and prosper. Am I doing this right? Editing Holden. Peace, guys.